I love Too Fab. You guys are so nice to me.
We love you and always appreciate when you share our stuff. So thank you in person for
Okay.
that. But yeah, Brian Particelli, 2fab.com here. It is always a pleasure to speak with you, Miss Tilly. I brought some special friends with me
I
today.
love it. I love your background and your posters and Chucky, and I don't know, you're a pretty brave man to have your back to Chucky and Tiffany.
Right? Who knows what they're up to? I can see them in the screen though, at least.
Yeah.
Now, first thing I wanted to ask was you recently responded to a fan who said they wanted to see more Tiffany Doll on the show. I know you said you make more money when you appear in person, but how do you think the show does, when it comes to balancing us letting see you, the actress who we
Right.
love and appreciate, versus the
Right.
doll, the alter ego?
You know what? People absolutely love that doll. And I think this season was a little sparse on Tiffany doll. And even like last season when she had her gun on the guy in the truck, on Alice in the truck, and was yelling at the Chucky. There's something very adorable about Tiffany. And Tiffany is like very self-involved. Tiffany the doll, very self-involved. And it's so funny to see her running around doing her Tiffany doll things. I understand why people have a love for the doll. But Tiffany in Jennifer Tilly is also very much Tiffany, but maybe not as compact and cute. So I think it's nice to have a balance. I think they like to see me, but they also do like to see the doll. So I think they're going to be happily surprised when the doll resurfaces. Not to give anything away, but I do think that the doll is never going to be down for long. I think there's always a place for the Tiffany doll in the Chucky franchise. But I do honestly, on the other hand, I really do like being on the set in the flesh. Love our Chucky family. Love playing Tiffany, the person in high heels and a push-up bra, and
Hmm.
running around doing my own stunts. I mean, that's what I live for. It's obviously a lot more fun than standing in a little looping studio going,
Yes.
Chucky, you said we weren't going to kill anymore. That's fun too, but being on the set is the greatest thing in the world. I think Don Mancini is always going to have a blend of both.
Yeah.
If I know Don, and I do, I've known him for 26 years.
And you did this video, the prison tour, as Tiffany, and I know at
Yes.
one point she said Tiffany can never die. And I'm curious for you, after playing the character for 26 years, do you think you'll always be playing Tiffany in some form for the rest of your life going forward?
Well, when I did that prison tour, I ad-libbed the whole thing because I'm special that way. And I did think to say, I go, but you try to put that into people's heads, like, whoa, Tiffany's a very important part of the franchise. But I never thought 26 years ago when I did Bride of Chucky, Gina Gershon encouraged me to do it. She said, you'll have a franchise. Every actor wants a franchise. And I was like, well, I don't really think I'll have a franchise because Tiffany dies horribly at the end of Bride of Chucky, not before she squirts out a really unattractive looking like child. But then Don called me up a few years later and was like, Jennifer, we need you to come back. And I was really surprised. I was like, isn't Tiffany dead? I was very unfamiliar with, Chucky, the Chucky movies and how Chucky always comes back to life. And here it
Always.
is, 4 movies and 3 seasons and 26 years later, and I am still playing Tiffany. What I love about Don, he's my very good friend, is that in his mind, Tiffany hasn't gotten any older. So it's always a hat trick to try to look the same that I did 26 years ago. So every year before the season starts, it's like I'm on the treadmill and saying no to the milkshakes. Like, but it's very flattering too because not a lot of people my age you get to be a glamazon and wear the push-up bra and the high heels and run and do their own stunts and the glittery dresses and the tiaras. It's just like the most fun part ever to do. She's part beauty queen, part drag queen. It's
Right.
like the greatest character ever. But I
Do
never,
you
I never thought that I would have such a long career trajectory with this character.
As I say, do you get any input into Tiffany's wardrobe and some of those wild get-ups?
Yes, you know what? Don loves me, loves what I bring to it. We have a great wardrobe person, Catherine, and we're all the three of us get super super creative. Every year, I send 2 suitcases of my sparkliest, most Tiffany outfits, my Spanx, my push-up bras, my high heels, and then we create her wardrobe through a combination of things that Catherine designs things and has them made, and the things that I brought.
Mm.
But like for example, when I heard she was going to go down the Green Mile, I was like, "Oh my God, can we have? She should have a long black veil that trails on the ground." I just saw it in my mind's eye. She's walking down the Mile with this veil trailing behind. And Don got really excited and he said, "Yes." And then Catherine said, "I know I can get some fabric." And then, of course, I think they forgot. They kept going, "Well, what are you going to?" And I was like, "No, I'm wearing the veil," because I was afraid that the studio or somebody would veto it. I knew it would be fantastic. And it is. And they have this
Yeah.
great song playing over a melancholy song. But I have so much fun with my costumes. And because she's she's really larger than life, I'm allowed to do that. I was a
Yeah.
little worried when I read season 3 and saw she was in jail the whole time. But then Don goes, "No, no, she's going to voodoo enchant the guards and they're going to bring her cute outfits." And I was like, "Great, because that's what's important, cute outfits."
Yes, she makes it cute all the time. Thank you so much for your time. I got to wrap, but it is a
Thank
pleasure
you.
speaking with you. Have a good one.